Relationships. They're constantly evolving, and with that evolution comes a profound shift in the expectations placed on men. The traditional relationship roles that once rigidly defined masculinity are now being questioned, reimagined, and, in many cases, quietly, yet decisively, left behind. This isn't about abandoning responsibility or retreating from partnership. It's a powerful movement towards building healthier, more balanced, and ultimately more fulfilling connections for everyone involved. If you've noticed subtle or not so subtle changes in how men approach dating, marriage, or even long-term friendships, you are absolutely not alone. Understanding which specific relationship roles men are consciously stepping back from can help all of us men and women alike build stronger, more authentic bonds. Get ready to explore the 11 pivotal roles men are leaving behind, and what this seismic shift truly means for the future of modern relationships. Redefining traditional masculine pillars. For generations, the weight of expectation on men was immense, often forcing them into narrow, predefined boxes. Let's start with some of the most deeply ingrained masculine pillars that are now crumbling. First, the sole provider. For centuries, men were expected to be the unequivocal primary, often sole, financial breadwinners. This created immense pressure and often limited women's economic freedom. Today, that expectation is rapidly eroding. Dual-income households are not just common, they are the norm. Men are increasingly embracing partnerships where both individuals contribute financially, leading to shared goals, significantly less stress, and crucial flexibility in career choices for both partners. If you're still clinging to the outdated idea that men must provide everything, it's time to fundamentally rethink what a truly supportive and equitable partnership looks like. Next, we see the quiet departure of the emotional stoic. The strong, silent type that dominated generations is, thankfully, fading fast. Men are now prioritizing emotional openness and vulnerability in their relationships more than ever before. Bottling up feelings, suppressing pain, or maintaining an unshakable facade is no longer seen as a virtue, but rather a barrier to genuine connection. Instead, men are actively seeking partners who truly value honest communication, empathy, and emotional support. This profound change isn't just liberating for men. It leads to vastly deeper connections and significantly healthier mental health for everyone involved in the relationship. Finally, there's the fixer. Men have long been automatically cast as the ones who must solve every problem, big or small, physical or emotional. This fixer mentality often meant jumping to solutions before truly listening. Now, many men are consciously stepping back from this role. Instead of rushing to offer immediate solutions, they are learning the invaluable skills of active listening, genuine empathy, and providing support to their partners without taking over or invalidating their feelings. This approach fosters mutual respect, empowers both individuals to tackle challenges collaboratively, and builds a stronger foundation for shared resilience. These fundamental shifts directly challenge long-held beliefs about male strength and utility in a relationship. But the changes don't stop there. Shared responsibilities and personal well-being beyond these core pillars. Men are also redefining their involvement in daily life. and prioritizing their own holistic well-being in ways that foster more balanced partnerships. Consider the disciplinarian. In countless families, men were traditionally expected to be the strict, authoritarian parent, often solely responsible for punishment or setting rigid rules. Today, parenting is becoming a far more collaborative and integrated effort. Men are moving away from purely punitive roles and embracing nurturing, supportive parenting styles that prioritize balanced guidance and emotional security for their children. This profound shift undeniably benefits children who thrive with dual, emotionally present figures guiding them. Then there's the social director. For many years, the burden of planning every date, vacation, or social event often fell squarely on men's shoulders. Now, men are consciously walking away from the expectation that they must always take the lead in orchestrating social lives. Shared planning means both partners get an equal say, and the relationship feels far more like a genuine team effort, distributing the mental load more evenly and increasing mutual enjoyment. Next, we address the sacrificial dreamer. Historically, men were often expected to put their own dreams, ambitions, and passions on hold for the sake of the family or the relationship's stability. Today, more men are courageously pursuing their individual passions and personal growth alongside their partners. This doesn't mean neglecting responsibilities. It means recognizing that both people's goals and aspiration matter equally. Supporting each other's personal ambitions leads to more fulfilled, happier individuals, which, in turn, creates significantly stronger, more vibrant relationships. And crucially, the silent sufferer. The outdated expectation for men to suppress their struggles, to tough it out alone, is a role many are emphatically leaving behind. Men are now far more likely to seek help, whether for mental health challenges, career struggles, or complex relationship issues. This newfound openness is rapidly reducing the pervasive stigma around male vulnerability and encouraging healthier coping strategies for everyone. These shifts demonstrate that men are prioritizing their own holistic well-being and actively seeking true partnership rather than bearing the sole weight of responsibility. Equality, boundaries, and authentic connection, the final set of roles men are shedding, highlights a powerful move towards genuine equality, healthy boundaries, and deeper, more authentic forms of connection. First, the unquestioned leader. The rigid idea that men must always be in charge, always dominate every decision, is steadily losing ground. Modern relationships thrive on shared decision-making, open dialogue, and profound mutual respect. Men are consciously stepping back from the need to always be in control, embracing genuine equality, where both partners can lead in different areas, leveraging their individual strengths and expertise. This creates a far more dynamic and adaptable partnership. Next, we have the reluctant caregiver. For too long, caregiving, whether for children, aging parents, or a sick partner, was unjustly labeled as women's work. Today, that outdated stereotype is being dismantled. Men are increasingly taking on caregiving roles with immense pride, compassion, and active involvement. This shift not only profoundly strengthens individual relationships, but also models empathy, responsibility, and a more equitable division of labor for future generations. Then there's the always available partner. The constant expectation for men to be perpetually available emotionally, physically, or otherwise is being replaced by a healthier recognition of boundaries and the vital importance of self-care. Men are learning that taking time for oneself isn't selfish. It's absolutely essential for maintaining individual well-being and, by extension, a strong, balanced, and sustainable relationship. This leads to less burnout and more genuine presence when partners are together. Finally, there's the traditional romantic. The old script of grand, performative gestures and rigid romantic ideals is no longer the only, or even the primary, way to show love. Men are actively redefining romance to include more meaningful, everyday acts of kindness, shared responsibilities like doing chores together, and authentic, unforced connection. This approach makes relationships far more sustainable, deeply meaningful, and less about performance, allowing love to flourish in genuine, everyday moments. These final shifts highlight a profound movement towards genuine partnership and a powerful rejection of superficial or performative masculinity, rethinking relationship roles for a healthier future. As men quietly, yet powerfully, walk away from these outdated relationship roles, they are consciously making space for more authentic, balanced, and profoundly fulfilling partnerships for both themselves and their partners. This evolution isn't about men doing less. It is about men doing what truly matters most for the well-being and shared growth of both individuals in the relationship. By letting go of rigid, outmoded expectations and embracing flexibility, men and women alike can build relationships rooted in genuine respect, open communication, shared growth, and true mutual support. The future of relationships looks undeniably brighter, more robust, and far more joyous when everyone involved feels free to be their authentic, evolving selves. What relationship roles have you noticed changing in your own life or community? Have these shifts made your relationships stronger? Share your thoughts, observations, and experiences in the comments below. Let's continue this crucial conversation.